I'm starting the recording. Just a minute.
Oh,
Okay, let's discuss
right.
the questions.
Okay.
So, this is dealing with the materials data, collection, analysis, and interpretation. Live session for assignment number 2. So, let's go to the question number 1. So, first question is like which of the following command sets the working directory in R console? So, there are four options for this. So, let's see one by one. This is get
Okay.
WD is to know what is the current working directory. If we
Right.
type get WD means whatever working directory which is by default or which is previously assigned will be shown. So, as a location. So, in other way, okay, if you give this set working directory means it will take the whatever working directory. You should specify like a complete name. For example, I will show you here. Like if I
Yeah.
am specifying while giving the set working directory, right? I should give like this complete
Yeah.
working directory till downloads, not the file one, till downloads or something like that. I can give. So that will become my downloads will become my working directory. So whatever operation I do, whatever I save will directly go to that working directory. So and whenever I call some file from directly, right, from that working directory, I can easily get access to that files. I don't have to type the complete location of the file every time. So that is a meaning.
Yeah.
So okay, 1 second. And if I want to see what are all the files in that working directory, if I type dir command means if I type this, then I will get all the whatever files which are present in that working directory. So yeah, that's it. So the answer for this, okay, let me explain about normalized path. So normalized path helps in standardizing the path location. For example, if I specify a path like this, which is like not a standard type, so where you can see this kind of two double dots and these things are coming up. So what it will do is like it will remove the redundancy and remove the improper how to say formats, and it will normalize to the required format. You can see like here it has changed it to C users John, like it's proper location address. So like that it will change it. So this is useful because like sometimes while invoking some path or while typing some path, some redundancy error can come, or some while entering itself we can enter into some errors. So that kind of situations we can normalize all these path locations properly. And also like if we sometimes we only know the path file, means last few folder and file name. So in that case we will only give the documents report.txt like that. But when we are giving the location, it should be like complete location should be specified in the program. So that time if you give the normalized relative path, means you just give the original relative path and you give the approximate file location. And if you give the normalized relative path means it will properly give the original uh, path of that file. and it will be the proper format. Yeah, so that is the one thing. And one more thing is ensuring the consistency. Like sometimes people express the file location in that, means mostly this forward slash will be used. But if in case if you are using backward slash, in the sense, it will automatically change. If you use this normalized path things, it will automatically change and give it in the single slash with the forward slash format. So this is one more advantage and use of this normalized path. So for here, which command is used for setting the working directory is set working directory. So yeah. Anyway, I will be sharing these PPT, so you can try out this all these programs, and you can see like how the things are working out. So moving forward to the second question, which of the following command is the correct alternative to question plot? Okay, this question mark before any function or character name defines that we are seeking a help. So here it is like answer is help, but we should know what does the demo does. So demo, what it do is like it will give you the complete demo of that what is it, of the function or whatever you are asking the help. So and if you give demo this command this command alone, it will show what are all the functions which already have demo, which is predefined with the R console, will be shown. So only very few functions or usable things has demo for in the R console. Not every thing has demo for the R demo in the R console, but help is available for literally all the functions. Like whatever functions you generally use, for that the help is available. So if you don't know how to use that any function, which means like if you don't know the syntax to use it, you can just type help and the particular function, and it will completely explain. So what are all the variables should be given to that given in that function. So all those things will be clearly explained. So yeah, so the answer for this is like either you can use help, plot, or any function like table or anything like that. Otherwise you can use with the question mark. So moving to the third one. So which function will create a vector in R? So what they have asked you to do is use the help function and learn about each functions. That's what they have asked you to do. So let's go in that way itself. So let's see first what is that library will do. So actually library within that library function, what it does is like whenever you give some function inside that library or any package, it will automatically load that package into your library. So during that program, whatever you are going to write, you can use that use that package, and you can write the coding. For example, if you want to use functions from the table library, you can call that table library using library table, and you can use it. So whenever you are using a new library, so that time using the library within that bracket, you give that specific library and you can load them, and you can use it. You can use their respective functions. So that is the use of the library. So it is just to load the particular library. So plot is to plot the whatever like if you have some functions from 1 to 100, like the directly if you want to plot, you can use the plot function. Here okay, let's go to this bar mf pro is equal to c of 2 comma 1. Okay, first then let me explain c is like c of 1 2 3 4 5 means it is like you are invoking that values to some if I put it like x c of 1 comma 2 means is we are just creating a vector in the name of x. Here if you just specify c of 1 to 5 means like you are just creating a vector, so with one row. So this function is used to create plots with multiple row. For example, if I want to show yield strength and ultimate strength data in a single plot, and their variation with respect to temperature, what I can do is like I can use this mf row multifunction row of c of 2 comma 1, which means like 2 is number of rows. So here the number of rows is 2. If I type like 1 comma 2 means I can place this graph side by side like this. The layout will change like this. So for based on your use, like for example, if I have higher variation of y with respect to a small variation of y, sorry, small variation in x. So in that case, I can go to this kind of layout. But here the temperature values are changing from 0 to 600, but the strength values are like merely changing from 1050 to 1350. So I am using this two row for two. I'm using two rows and one columns. So I can create using this function. So these are all the example programs which I tried out. So you can also uh, create your own what is it? Yeah, create your own vectors using and you can give the names like yield strength and ultimate strength, and you can load the yield strength value, ultimate strength value. Even if you want, you can load the elongation value, and you can print it into multiple rows and columns. And if you want to add one more row, you can just make it like 3 and 1, where you can plot the elongation with respect to temperature. Okay. So here the answer for this to create a vector is simply the concatenate C of 1 to 5. That's all. So moving to the question number 4. What is the purpose of using command sequence from 200 to 600 by 1 in the following code? Okay, so uh, from the name itself, it indicates that sequence means it is going to generate a sequence from 200 to 600. So they have also given by 1. By 1 means they are going to print it in the sequence with increment of 1. So it generates like from 200 to 600 with an increment in 1. So that is the answer. So but if they want to find, okay, what I have did is like I just uh, made this means I just simulated this program. uh, this temperature in Kelvin, what they have did is like they wanted to give the temperature values from 200 to 600 with increment of 1. So 200 201 to 600 they have created the temperature, and what they have did is they wanted to represent the temperature in Kelvin. So T in Kelvin is equal to the temperature whatever they have got in degrees Celsius plus T naught. T naught is like they should have written a code here to give the T naught value to 273. So I have given that value, and then D naught value they have given y 1 e power minus 4 q 196. Then they have this Arrhenius equation they have given Arrhenius equation they have formed, where d is equal to d naught into exponential of minus q by rt. So here t should be in terms of Kelvin, which we already know. So they have plotted the temperature with respect to sorry, diffusivity with respect to temperature. So here d is diffusivity. So this is like a plot the t in x-axis and diffusivity in y-axis. You will get a curve like this. Yeah. So finding a mean of the numbers from 200 to 600 means you can just type mean of 200 is to 600. So you will get the mean value. Sum of 200 to 600. If you want to find the sum of 200 to 600 means you can just type sum within the bracket 200 is to 600 means you will get the total sum value in the output. So these are like simple mathematical operations which you can do using the R. Okay. So going to the fifth question. So far you can able to follow, right?
Yeah.
You don't have any questions?
Sir, only one question.
Yes,
In
please.
that multi-row plot, no?
Yes,
MF
yes,
row.
yes, yes.
So how do we make sure that if I wanted to say first plot the UTS in the second row,
Okay,
so if I wanted to first plot UTS, but I want it to be down.
okay,
So
okay,
how does that plot command after par understand where it has to be plotted in which location?
okay. 1 second. Can I answer to this in the last?
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Going forward,
Yeah.
fifth question is like what result does the piece of code produce? So here T sequence of 100 to 80. So it is like a descending sequence. It has to
Yeah.
print. So if I yeah, so it will generate from 100 to 80 by default. It goes with the decrement of 1. Otherwise what I can do is like I can make a code like this sequence of 100 to 80 comma -1. So this is increment by -1. So if in case if you give +1 you will get this error. So because like it cannot go with an increment to reach from 100 to 80. So if you give -1 you won't get this error. Both the things are correct, means they will return the same result. But if in case if you would have given +1 by mistake, it would have been resulted in this second error. So yeah, and if you write it like from 80 to 100, you just recorrect this one, you will get the first option as a output. So that's it. So R, okay, going to the sixth question. So R has some built-in datasets. A list of these datasets can be seen using the function data. Which of the following plots depicts the BOD data? So it's like simple when we type this data. This one, if you type, it will automatically display different data sets available already. Like this is like for reference they have given in the R language. So so as per that, if you just check uh, this data corresponds to the this, I think it is body oxygen data, I guess. Like I don't remember the complete name of that.
Oh,
So this data represents the BOD data set, and they have also have this US population with respect to time. These data sets also. This is like one of the example, like another example I just wanted to show you. So if you type data US population means this will appear. So this is another means predefined data set which is available with available in the R language. So they just wanted you to know, like even the R has some basic data sets for us to practice and for us to study, even when we are in the learning stage. So that's why they have given this question in the assignment. Moving to the second question, student dot Okay. They're asking if only the first two rows of the data are to be extracted, which of the following command will achieve this? Okay. So they have used the data frame methodology. They have added a student ID from 1 to 6, and they have added student name. Yeah, we can see here the RG to the row. Then years of experience in research. So years of experience in research as the third column, 3 to 355 455. So they are asking us to extract the first two rows, which means like the RP Natarajan data. So asking first two rows or first two columns. Yeah, first two rows they are asking. So 1 second. I think they have given multiple options. I have missed the options, I guess. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the option. Okay. So if we have used this v of student dot data, it will completely print the total data. So because like student dot data has the all the data related, means all the student ID, student name and experience together. So if you want to just print the student data, and if you want to see it as a overall, you can just use the student dot data and do it. And okay, so if you use the result student data, um, so means you are invoking the student data c of 1 comma 2 to the result variable, and you are printing that result. So it will result only in the uh, I mean the two columns. Column values only will be represented here. But if in case like if you are using this 1 is to 2, I mean this means like we just want it from the first two rows. So if you invoke this, we will be resulting, it will be displaying the first two row data. So that's what the difference, like the how we use this syntax, right? So that makes the difference between the results. Okay, so 1 second. Did I miss any question? No, right?
Seventh, sixth,
Okay, it is in 7.
seventh.
Okay, this is like some experimental sorry, some examples I have created. So what I did is like I have created a data frame with the variable name as df, and within that we have invoked the name as Alice, Bob and Charlie. Then age of them as 25, 30 and 22, then their corresponding scores. And we have just if we just give the print df means we will have the total data set value. Then we can access individual data frames, like for example, when we print the print name under, when we want to print only their names, yeah, we just only want to print their names, means it is accessing only the specific row. So how it can be done is like df sorry, second row only wanted to take. So well, in that case what we will generally do is like we will uh, give it like yeah, just we want to take only the Bob's age and score. In that case earlier like we have done, we just give like 2 comma and we don't specify anything in the column. You specify something in the column, for example if you specify 1 means what it will do is like it will return only the bob. For example, if you type something in 2 means it will return the age, like you, which means like you are specifying if I want to know the
Yeah.
name age of name, Bob's age means I have to give 2 comma 2. Got it right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Otherwise what I can do is like if I use the dollar symbol means it is like uh, df dollar age means I can set whatever values which are stored in the age column, right? That will be stored to the age of the bob. But if I give within that bracket 2 means in the age column the second value will be taken and stored in the age of the bob. Got it right? So but if I want to just separate the age out, or if I want to separate the score alone, so in that case what I can do is like I can assign it to some value, sorry, some variable, and I can give it like df,
Dollar score.
yeah, dollar and score, yes. So likewise I can assign individual rows or columns. So this is useful when in the next in the coming questions we will be discussing about how to read a CSV file. So generally during your PhD or like whatever research, we generate a lot of data, and they mostly will be saved in the form of CSV file. So CSV files, they will have multiple rows and multiple columns. Generally, for basic example, if I want to say, um, I don't want the each and every column value or row values. Some things I wanted to filter out, and I have to plot only the required things. So what I can do is like if I want to plot, if I have a multiple column values, where one is Young's modulus, the other one is yield strength, the other one is UTS, the other one is strain. And in this, I just wanted to plot only the yield strength and sorry, and oh sorry, not yield strength. I mean to say stress. Then let's take it as plastic strain, or only the strain which we get after. So I want to plot the stress strain curve. So my machine gives output in the term of CSV file. In that I have multiple column values. One is let's keep it like one is the load, the other one is displacement, then stress. Stress is derived from the load only because you would have given the input of area, based on that it has created stress. Then it has plastic strain. Plastic strain means whatever it is generated after this only will be there. Till then it will be zero. After that only this will form. So likewise, I'm just trying to let you know like if it has multiple columns. But in that I just wanted to print only the uh, stress and strain value. So in that case, what I can do is like plot um, say it is stored in the tensile called tensile file, and you invoke to the tensile variable. So this is completely stored in tensile table. So what I generally do is like tensile dollar uh, I will give stress. Stress means only this particular column will be selected, and I would have named this as strain. So this stress in y-axis. So first I will give tensile dollar
Straight.
strain, comma tensile dollar stress. So in that case, from the entire tabular value or CSV file, only the strain and stress will be plotted. Other things won't be considered into the plotting. So otherwise, what you have to do is like you have to give like C of, you have to give all the values. Then for the stress, then likewise you have to give C of strain, C of all the values. So instead, you can directly take it in the multiple rows and columns, and from that you can specifically take each and every row and you can plot it. So that's what the advantage. And also you can do the filtering. For example, in this case also, like what you can do is you can they are trying to assign they are trying to assign the young people age to age less than 30. For that, we are taking the values from age, sorry, from DF. If in age column, whatever it is 30 will be stored into young people. So when you print, the young people age will be represented. You can see here. Right? So the result will be printed like. So this filtering and all the processing can be done. Yeah, so and we can add a new column to the data frame. These are like grade. So apart after the name, age, score, we can also add grades like ABC to the existing column using the same C means concatenate of A B C. So the separate grade column with ABC will be added. So this is how we have to do. And removing column is also possible. So comma minus 4 means the fourth column will be removed completely using this command. So adding column, removing column, all these things are possible. And summary, if you do give this command, you can see the complete summary of the age, like what is the minimum, what is the maximum, what is the mean age, everything. So all those things can be, and also score for each and everything. We will have statistics, age, score. Okay. Going forward to the ninth question. So invoke the library ggplot2 using the help command. Identify the kind of plot that is generated by command geom point. Okay, so basically this geom point means geometry of the plot is will be in the points. Points means it is scattered plot. So that is what the point represents. If it is bar means the bar chart will be generated. Geometry bar means bar chart will be generated. Geom line means line chart will be generated. Then geom box plot means this box and whiskers chart will be generated. So here point means scatter plot is generated. That's the mean. Okay, I think I skipped the eighth question.
Hmm.
So eighth question, ggplot2 is a package used for plotting the data. Which of the following command will install the ggplot2 package in R? So basically ggplot2 is a add-on like data frame. Data frame also, using data frame also we can generate the like matrix data, like two multiple columns and multiple row data can be stored in data frame. The similar things can also be performed in ggplot, but in later stages you will see the advantage of ggplot where you can modify the legend, you can modify the each and individual column values, aesthetics, everything can be changed using ggplot2, which is not possible using data frames. The data frame is more like a basic. ggplot2 is like a advanced version of data frame. So here for installing this the ggplot, just to give any, for installing any package, just you have to give install dot packages within the codes. You should give ggplot2. So it will automatically download and install again if you have an internet. it will automatically do. As we have discussed before, library is used for loading the already installed package. If it is already installed, automatically it will take it from the directory and it will use it. And find packages, like whether we have that package already present in the directory or not, that we can check whether it is available. So, and also you can use search commands which will show what all the packages are already installed in the R language. So that, likewise also you can explore what all the packages already present in the R language. So ninth we have already discussed. So yeah, they have asked in the plot function which of the following options will plot data using both lines and points. Okay, so if you want to plot the data, like mostly if you're plotting the data which is like interpolated, we will be joining with line. So likewise, if you want to generate with both line and scatter together, what uh, command or what format we have to use, that's what they are asking. So generally the syntax for plotting is like plot x and y, you have to specify. Then type L means it will plot the values only in the terms of lines. And then line type LTY means line type. 1 means it will be solid, 2 means dashed, 3 means dotted, 4 means dash dot dash. Likewise you can plot. Then 5 means long dash. Then 6 means 2 dashes. Likewise it will plot. So these are the line types. And moving back to the type of the uh, type of the data points. P means point, it represents the scatter plot. Only points will be there. L means for lines. You use B, the both the points and lines will be generated. Um, like how I have mentioned here, right? Likewise it will be generating. Then if you use C, um, but like just empty points joined by lines, like it won't have points, only the lines will be visible. O means over plotted, like over the line will be over the sorry, the points will be over the lines. That's what it means. Or like dots will be like this. If it is filled, it will be like this. You can ask anyway, it is merging, right? It won't be visible, but you can assign specific color to this points and lines also. So in that case, you can see the points lying over the line. So as for this stair steps, so I have not used it. Let me check. And n does not produce any points. This one I will check and tell you. Like, I forgot. So, n does not produce any points or lines. So I have taken sample data and I have tried different types. One is like just 1 second. So B means as we discussed, it is both line and point. As you can see here, right? If it is just plotted means only the lines, only the points will be there. Here it is connected by the lines. Then L means only line will be there, and over plotted means the points will be over plotted, the over plotted over the line. Then as it is given in this fourth option, if you type LP means the only the initial letter will be taken. L means only line will be printed. Like in this case, LP means only the line will be formed. If you have given like PL means only the P will be taken as input. L will be ignored. So only the point scatter point chart would have been generated. Let's go move on to 11th one. So they have asked to enter the data in tabular column or tabular form. One has to first enter the data using the matrix function. After this, the column names are entered using the dash function of the dash library. Okay. Finally, the table is made using dash function. So okay, let's see if we want to add a column name to the already created already created table. For example, I wanted to create a table of uh, 3 cross 2, 3 rows and 2 columns, and for that what I do is like I will create like my matrix, like it's my name of my table, then C of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then number of column values is equal to 2. So it will equally divide and form two columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'm doing is like next creating uh, names to the columns like 1 and 2, like uh, what is the syntax is like column names of my matrix. So that is the command which we have to use, and we have to give concatenate column 1 and column 2. So the column names will be assigned to the these column names will be assigned to the my matrix table. So next what I can do is like uh, if I okay till now it is like in the form of data frame. So to make it in as a table, if I type like my data frame as dot data dot frame, my matrix means it will, sorry, as dot data dot table, sorry for the mistake. So as dot data dot table, my matrix means this data frame will be completely uh, uh, transformed to a table. So now if I type like print my data my data frame or my data table, whatever name you are given, then the complete table will be printed. That is what happens. So the column names we have to use to give names to the columns, and to create it as a table we have to use as data dot table, and these two functions come under the data dot table library. So mostly it will be given as a basic library to the R. Otherwise, we have to create it. Means we have to install like using that install dot packages data dot table. So 12th one. So they are asking like suppose a table name hardness in R contains data on Rockwell indentation hardness of certain samples. The columns in the tables are sample code, hardness value, scale. The scales are represented in the table as HRA, HRB, and HRC. So if one has to extract the data for only those samples that were in HRA scale from the table, which of the following functions will give correct answer? Okay. So yeah, once again. So this is just I have created like based on arbitrary values. Um, so data table using the data table command, data table library. I have already loaded, and using that the table name is hardness. Within the table I have given sample code details, and sample 1 to sample 10 I have given, and the corresponding hardness values as from 65 to 74, and based on the values the HR A or HRB or HRC will be decided. For example, whatever it is less than or equal to 68 or 69, it is taking as HRA. Whatever it is close to 70, 70, 73, 72, something like that, it is taking HRB, and more than that, it is taking HRC. So that is how they have taken the values. So from this, what they are asking is like they just wanted to separate the HRA values, whatever HRA values available, they just wanted to separate it out. So before that, so they have given many options. We can just see it out. So first option is like find. So find returns the location. For example, if I give find of any function for say ggplot means it will give the where the ggplot function is located, which library, everything it will give. So if I give the variable, if I have assigned any location to that variable before, it will return the location of that variable. So it merely returns a location, doesn't return any other values. Then okay, the get function returns the values. For example, if I want to um, return some, okay, like let's see this code. So what I have done is like I have created three vectors. X1 has a b c c d e and d e f, x2 has 1 2 3, and x3 has m and f, two characters. One is string, the another one is uh, values, the third one is characters. So what I'm doing is like using get function. Get x2 means only the uh, x2 values will be completely printed, and what I can do is like get x3 and assign it to x4 means it will take x3 values and assign it to x4. So that is what it does. It takes the value of one uh, yeah, takes the value of one variable, and it invokes it to the other if you assign it, otherwise it will directly prints. So if I give x2 get x2 means it will directly print whatever values of x2. So we can ask then what is the difference between this and print means it, it can assign the value of one variable to one variable or vector to another variable or vector. So that is what it does. So yeah. So truncate means okay. So we have discussed the find, then get. So let's discuss about truncate. So truncate, what it will do is like if you give like values 1.5, 2.6, so 3.7, something like that means it reduces the decimal point and makes it into a whole number like 1 2 3 and 4. So that is what the truncate does. So for whatever they have asked is like to compare the character HRA, HRB, HRC. For that we use this grep. So it searches for the pattern within each element of the given string, and if the pattern is getting matched, then it will segregate those patterns, and it can take those values separately. So for example, here you can see creating a string vector where x is given by gfg, small gfg, gx and g. So here what they have done is like grep gfg means gfg comma x means from x vector whatever the value which represents gfg, that is like this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 4, this is the location. So it returns the 2. Second row is like matching with the uh, whatever we have given, and geeks means whatever is matching is 3, so it will return 3. Then grep gfg x ignore case means if I don't want to ignore the case, and if I give geeks gfg means it will return only the matching one gfg, because it is case sensitive now, so only gfg will be matched. But if I tell the ignore case is true means now it will become case insensitive. For geeks it will return both 3 and 4. So similarly, if you want to compare the characters means you have to use the grep. Compare characters or string, you have to use grep. So here it is string HRA or HRB, HRC is a string, so we have to use grep. So this one is clear, right?
Yeah, sir. Clear.
So the final one, like they have asked, they have a CSV file, yield strength.csv, contains yield strength values of several materials in random order. It has two columns, material name and yield strength. Which of the following snippets will read this file into R? Rearrange the materials according to the increasing order of yield strength and write it to a CSV file. So yeah, so YPS is the variable which they, sorry, YPS is the table which to which they are writing the CSV file. So now YPS have different rows and columns, and what they want is like they just want us to arrange the file in such in the order of yield strength. So what we are doing is like YPS order YPS according to the yield strength. So as I told, once we use the dollar symbol, it means like we are only invoking a particular column, which means here it is yield strength column, and we are ordering that yield strength column. Got it right? So that and we are storing it to the another variable x, and now we are write CSV x. X is the new file, sorry, or new table which you have formed, and we are giving a new file name to that, yield strength sorted.csv, and after this the CSV file will be created. So input, if you are giving like IN 700, 1400, 625, 700, like that means it will modify it according to the order as we have specified. Based on the yield strength means it will specify based on the yield strength. We are given another value which is like elongation means based on that it will change. So based on that it will give the output. Yeah. So this is my mail ID, so you
Okay,
can
sir.
note it down.
Okay.
In case if you have any doubts related to this, any assignments or any course related doubts, you can just ask me. Like I can be in a position to answer you through mail. Like if in case you have missed it to ask here. So,
Right, sir.
so you have asked for the M of multifunction row, right? So
Yes, sir.
just
Yes.
give me a minute, because like
Right.
I just want to try it and
Right. Okay,
then
sir.
let you know.
Hmm.
Just be online.
Okay, sir.
Okay, your question is like
Uh,
if you want UTS in the third and elongation in the second, what I should do, right?
yes, sir. Order. Yeah.
Okay, first what you have to do is like first you create uh, par MF row 3 comma 1 auto, like that.
Oh,
Then after that only you generally give plot. If you give
okay, sir.
plot uh, ys, sorry,
Oh,
t comma ys, if temperature
T comma yes.
t comma ys, first this will come.
Okay, sir.
Got it right?
Hmm.
Then next if you give plot uh, t comma e, suppose
E.
e represent
Epsilon.
elongation,
Hmm.
uh, the elongation will come to the second one.
Okay,
Then
sir.
if you give
Hmm.
plot t comma uts, right,
Okay, sir.
it is based on the order which you give. Like once you
Okay.
specify 3 comma 1, the order
Hmm.
which you give, based on that the graphs will be arranged. For example, if
Okay.
you in the same columnar fashion also the same thing, from left
Okay,
to
sir.
right it will be arranged. When you if you want to change this again, what you can do is like again you have to type par mf row
Yeah.
c of 3 comma 1, and you have to change the
Change the
or
complete sequence.
yeah, sequence of your order.
Okay.
So based on
Okay.
that your data will be rearranged in your required
Okay.
fashion.
Right, sir.
Got it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hmm.
So any other doubt you have?
No other doubts, sir. Everything else was very clear.
Okay. Yeah, in
Hmm.
in future videos, I'm trying to invoke more realistic data from our
Okay, sir.
my experiments and from common data whatever available in the literatures.
Literature.
So
Hmm.
yeah, if you have any questions, please mail me. Or if you
Okay, sir.
have to analyze any data, means just mail me. Let's discuss it in the next live session, whatever whenever it is happening.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank
Hmm.
you.
Okay.
Okay, the doubt last person what he asked is if he wants to rearrange the he wants to rearrange these three columns or sorry these three plots, means what he has to do. So what we can do is like it is simple, like the same thing. Okay, I will just Yeah, this is the command. For that, if we want to, okay, let me tell you what is the. So here we have three variables: it's temperature, yield strength, and UTS. Three columns, and we want to generate one row and two column data. Like how we have did is like after this we just have to type temperature as UTS and temperatures and yield strength plot. Then what we have got as result is this is what we have got as a result. So now if we want to just change the same thing to same thing means what you have to do is like just type the same command, just interchange the order of their plotting. So in that case it will automatically change. So let me show you the updated result. Uh, this is how the updated one works. Yeah. So while discussing, I think we have discussed about ggplot. So ggplot data frames help us to store the data in terms like matrix, where we can store in multiple rows and multiple columns. while uh, while representing them, we can simply what we generally do is like just use the plot command and we just represent it. But uh, um, using ggplot2 is it gives a lot of it adds a lot of aesthetics. It adds like it has wide variety of plots, first of all powerful plots, and it has different aesthetics, and we can add them layer by layer, like colors, add colors to that. Then after that we can add another layer, like modify the background, then modify the legend, so that like ggplot2 helps in like uh, it allows us to create a customization to the plot, and with just simple codes you don't have to type so much. So and took when we use the data frames and ggplot together, then the data visualization will improve drastically. So that is what we have observed.